Hi there, Maria Tecce here. 3 vocal hacks for you to implement today that will make a huge difference in your vocal communications and your vocal delivery. Number 1, think into your consonants. When you think into the consonants of language, you are more clear when you speak. So consonants are the hard edges of language. T's, P's, B's, D's, everything but vowels. Those are all the consonants of language. So they will help you to speak more clearly and not be over-exaggerating your language. So it's not about over-exaggeration. It's actually about just being crisper and more precise with the consonants. Now, when we are speaking more clearly, first of all, people will be able to understand you better. You will be heard more easily, which is really important. So your audience is not struggling to hear you, because if they're struggling to hear you, then they're so busy and preoccupied with the fact that they can't quite understand you that they don't hear what you're saying. And third, when you speak more clearly, you are perceived as more intelligent. Now, this may or may not be true, but the fact is that psychologically, if someone is articulate and well-spoken, we automatically consider them to be intelligent and articulate people. Number 2, the power of pause. When you take time to take a pause, your audience gets time to take a pause. Pausing is really important because it allows your audience, first of all, to have time to digest what you just said, and it allows them time to take that next breath to prepare themselves for the next thing you're going to say. And it also does the same thing for you. Also, when you pause, it helps to separate the information for us as an audience. We can't take too much information at once, unfiltered. We can't take a long line of 5 minutes of information with no break. Because after the first few seconds, we're going to start to shut off. Because the brain needs a break. It needs time to process what you've just said. And when you take time to pause, you also parcel information for us into bite-sized pieces. Again, our brain can't take too much at once. It will start to filter itself because your brain will do that for you. And when your brain starts to filter information for itself, it'll start kind of just picking every 5th word or something to take in. You don't want that. You want to decide what is important for us to be paying attention to. So the power of pause is really important. Number 3, breathe. Breathing is kind of what holds everything together. When you breathe, you are actually allowing yourself time to pause. When you pause, you're allowing yourself time to take a breath. And if you get to take a breath, the audience gets to take a breath. And trust me, a breathing audience is a happy audience, because what you do up here is what we get down there. Breathing is really important when it comes to vocal work. A, because it lets you pause. B, breathing is the fuel for language. It's the fuel for supporting your voice. And breathing also, C, gets to help ground you. And it's one of the tools we use for combating nervous energy, for managing that nervous energy. So breathing is great when it comes to the vocal techniques because it helps to support all those vocal techniques and all the tools, the vocal tools that you can get into your toolbox. All those great pace, pause, pitch, articulation, all of those things, using volume, being heard, projection. You've got to have breath underneath all those choices to give them support and to support the sound of your voice. So let me know how you get on with that. My name's Maria Tecce, and we'll see you next time. Have a good day.